Welcome everybody. This is the Rundown, episode 5. We are your hosts, Rebel Underground Network, also known as ALVMNII, and we got AJ and Coherent, of course, and we got a special guest today, repping Allen Iverson's jersey over there to the left of me.
One of the goats.
Got Way2Gone. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man, and talk to us about, what you're working on, what you're getting into.
Yeah, what's popping? What's going on with you, brother?
Yeah. What's good, man? First and foremost, thank you for having me on here. It's always a pleasure to kick it with y'all, kick some game and shit. It's my first and foremost of a podcast, so see how this shit goes.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I go by Way2Gone, man. East side of Vegas, all over Vegas, all of Vegas.
What do you got coming out, bro?
So, right now, man, I got a bunch of collabs. We just released a track, last week, right? And I got a whole project. Bro. It's called Tsunami. It's all done. I think it's 11 tracks, if I'm not mistaken. It's 11 tracks. Right. All of it's done. There's like 3 tracks that got to be engineered, and it should be good. And my boy's working on the cover. Y'all saw a little preview of that. Hopefully I get that shit out by next month. If not, definitely got to be August. I don't like to rush nothing no more. I let that shit just come to me when it's right, because when you rush something, it ain't right. So, and then after that, I got another project that's fucking done by the Chem Clinic. My boys, y'all know them. Yeah. One of the dopest producer teams out here, bro. They collab with a lot of people. They're pretty dope people. They're very solid, man, and they're all for support, dog, in the city. They support everybody. Y'all know them. A lot of people know. Yeah, shout out the whole Chem Clinic team, all of them. But yeah, I got a project with them in the works that's basically done. Just waiting for them to engineer the whole thing, and then a couple things after that,
Oh yeah, we got some videos lined up for all this work, man.
Me and Tansy been talking, bro. I got like at least 3 tracks off this Tsunami project I want to do. I want to release at least one of them before the project. So hopefully by next month I can give everybody a video, man.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be dope.
Nah, you and Tansy be coming up with some shit.
Yeah, that guy's crazy, man. He's crazy with his visuals, with his ideas. Like, when me plan something, it usually doesn't turn out exactly the way I want it. There's always something that fails the day of, you know what I mean? Whether it's props, actors, females, whatever it is, something always happens, bro. But he's always like the rebounder. It's okay, watch what I do. So, like, you know what I mean?
Like don't even trip, I got you.
Like, GOAT, bro. A lot of shit I wanted to do, I didn't get to do it. And he just did something crazy with it. And it's dope. Go see GOAT on YouTube. Yeah. That shit's hard, man.
Go see GOAT. He's got all of his video. Yep.
Yes, sir. Way2Vids. Yep. With a Z at the end.
Definitely check that out. Where else can they find you?
Everywhere, man. Way2Gone on Instagram, Twitter that I don't even use. Yeah, definitely YouTube, man. I only put up 2 videos. I got way more videos, but I want to start kind of fresh. Yeah. So, yeah, man, that's kind of it for the video part.
All right. So Way2Gone, check him out everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter that he doesn't use, and definitely those YouTube vids. So we want to talk about a few things that are kind of prevalent to us within the scene as MCs and just navigating the underground scene as artists. First thing I want to talk about with everybody here is just collaboration, because we all have like a lot of experience with collaboration. Me and AJ are in a rap duo. Way2Gone was, he is part of a group called RKB, Rip a Killer Boys, and that's its own squad and everything. And then he's doing his stuff on the side. I'm doing my stuff on the side. AJ's doing stuff on the side as well. So it's like we're all doing our own thing, but we have a lot of practice and
experience with it.
Experience with it, exactly. Yeah. So I just want to get kind of like the do's and don'ts and like what works and what doesn't work as far as collaboration within hip hop. So I'll let you guys, whoever wants to start first.
Like just overall, or
yeah,
just...
man. Tell me, just talk about what works and what doesn't, and what you've seen, working in a duo versus just collaborating, featuring on some shit, like
right. Well, I mean, I was with like a couple groups like in high school and shit, and it just like it just never really worked. You feel me? Like there was always some jealousy shit. There was always some you're not good enough for this type shit, or it was just weird, and it's weird in high school. Like, but
how do you feed all the egos in a giant group? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But the older you get, I think you realize what really works for you, and the type of niggas you like to work with. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because you start, you go experience. You dealt with people sometimes, all the time, especially when you reach out to collabs. Sometimes motherfuckers ain't about the collabs like you think. You send them a verse, and that song never drops, dog.
Never.
The song never drops. Or vice versa. They'll send you a song talking about, yo, write a hook to this, write a verse to this. And the song never comes out. You're like, what the fuck, bro? That was a hard ass verse. I'm trying to get it going. So there's those people you deal with, but after you deal with those people, and then you start collaborating with real motherfuckers, then you start realizing you could peep from a mile away. Like, nah, I could send him a song, but he ain't gonna do nothing with it. You know what I mean?
Right,
you can just tell the difference between that type of person and then the dude that's like, oh, as soon as I send him that track, bro, he's gonna fucking go ape shit. You can totally tell the difference. So that's
who's really about this shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's like,
who wants it more, man? Who's more hungry?
Exactly. That's like the experience, and the best part of collaborations, it's almost like a fucking friendly competition. You know what I mean? Facts. Y'all push each other when you're on songs together. You know what I mean? Like me and you, Jesse, we fucking like, we create shit just pushing each other. Like, all right, let's see who can spit the hardest verse. But we're not even trying to do that. We're just like, all right, he went in, so I gotta go.
That's just already the mind state.
He's like, he went in, so I gotta go. So and Way2Gone, I'm sure you dealt with the same, as far as that experience. And
facts, bro. At one point, we was like 5 deep in Arcade Beat back in 2016, bro. No one really knows about that. But like you said, bro, it's always jealousy that plays a part. If you're not really soul searching for people to really fuck with you in your group, then it really won't work out, bro. Because, like I said, I had 5 people, and now it's just me and C Money. Me and C Money go back since like more than 10 years. So it's like when I would do a song with somebody, I would want this person to get on it because I know it's more his style, right? So he would come over, and he was not like, he would try, and like he was slack, and it's like, damn, it's kind of a headache. And then I show something to like C Money, this motherfucker got his verse done, and he's already recording it by the time I'm not even pressing record. So it's like, and it goes with the egos, bro. Like a lot of people can't really take seeing their peer maybe like a little level up or maybe whatever. But I was always the person to try to bring them up with me, man. Like I was always like, bro, here, come to the studio, bam, I play a beat. I was like, before I was with my girl, I was literally in my studio every single day, inviting all the people in my group to come over, record, which I'm still like that with C Money, but he got his family, I got my own family. So, but I think it worked out, man. I think out of all those trials and tribulations, bro, with my group, I feel like it worked out for me and C Money, because now, like you said, bro, it's always friendly competition. Like when he goes hard, I'm like, all right, I see what you did there. I know what I got to do now. So it's like, I love it, man. I'm glad how it turned out to be, and I couldn't be happier with the music I'm making now, especially with C Money. It takes time, bro. Everything takes time. It's a process.
What's your experience, Coher? You gotta. I know. Shit.
I mean, I've been doing like features for a long time, but in my solo shit, like my albums don't really have features because it's hard, bro. It's really hard to collaborate with somebody when you don't have like a close connection with them. Not that you can't do it. I've definitely been successful with that, but there's 2 ways that it works best. Either you got you got your verse already ready to go, and you send that to him, be like, hey, hop on it, record something, send it back to me. That might work, but you got to have something already ready to go, because you can't just be like, here's a beat, make something, send it back to me. No, it doesn't work like that. If you're
especially if you don't know them, they fuck around, steal your beat.
Yeah, that too, or then just wait 2 years and then use it on their own fucking song. Exactly. Yeah. So the other way is just doing it live, man. You got to collab like live. That's the only way I've been able to do it, and to really get it done. Go into the studio together, write your verse, spit that shit.
Because it's kind of like you're putting them on the spot. Like, do you really want this? Yeah, let me show you. You know what I mean? So
right, exactly. So like those two ways in my experience have made actual collabs, but procrastinating definitely is not going to make it happen. And then like we were supposed to collab a long time ago, you know, RKB and Alumni, but we kind of let it slip away from us, and we're like, you know what, let's just start fresh, you know, let's do another one. Right. So I mean that shit happens.
What the best part about that is now we're more advanced now. Just you know what I mean? Because I feel like as artists, every song we do, it just gets better every time. Every verse gets better. The more verses you write, you just gonna get better.
Yeah, so, me and you didn't even have songs together. Like
no, not back then.
Back then when we were writing that shit. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now it makes more sense. You know what I'm saying? So like maybe that's just the universe fucking speaking to us on some shit.
Like give us some time. Give us some time.
Exactly. Like hold up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but as far as working as a duo, that definitely works a lot better. When you have like one person, maybe another 2-3 people. I don't know about that experience. It's more of, you know, Way2Gone shit. But working with someone else directly, like talking with them, whether it's a producer or working with another artist, getting in the studio, writing together a little bit, like, and just being dedicated to that. Yes, that definitely works, and we've had experience with that, and I enjoy fucking creating with you, AJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, usually that's
make
what
dope
it is,
shit.
Man. It's like
y'all do.
When you're like, not only when you're an individual artist, but when you work with somebody who's kind of like the same artist, who thinks like you, who works like you, who has the same drive like you, you're like, shit, we gotta work, and then eventually, you know, the duo happens. So
it comes together, man. Like, you know, when you got people not committed and going through their own personal shit, it's harder because you're like, I'm trying to be the coach because I'm the one that is putting shit together, but you're not showing me as much enthusiasm as he is. And it's like, and then when you do that, they see it and they get jealous, you know, and then it goes back to the whole ego.
But it's crazy though, because you think about it and it's like, you're telling everybody, people will tell you everything they're going through, but they ain't thinking about what the fuck you going through, what you gotta put, the work you've been putting in, fucking the shit you've been going through for years. Like you already know the game, you just know how to deal with it better. You know what I mean?
Exactly, bro.
A lot of people let little shit just like knock them off the train rail, you feel me? And you're just off. Like,
and that's, bro, if you're one of those persons who falls off and stays down and don't want to get back up, then this shit is not for you, bro. No, there's people ready to attack people like big names, you know, because of who they are, not even what they do. They just want to attack them, internet-wise and whatever else, you know.
Never known them, never met them one time.
Bro, and I got people like that now, and I'm not even famous. Like, who? You dissing me? Like, I don't even know you, bro.
Never even met you, have no idea who you are. And that's the crazy part. Like, because anybody that knows you, like, on some, like, real shit, anybody that knows you on some real shit, they know how you are, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna fucking, you know, a real recognize real. So
that's why that internet shit don't matter, man. Because all that shit people say would not even say it outside to people, you know.
This goes into the perfect the next topic about haters.
Well, I also wanted to talk about, you know, just in general, keeping your circle small, man. Because I think it's too hard, man. When we first started Rebel Underground, like I approached like 5 motherfuckers, and the only guy that stuck around was AJ. You know what I'm saying?
Still this bitch.
Yeah, exactly. And that's it, man. It's me and AJ running shit. And that's how it's going to be until there's somebody that's like, yo, I want to help you guys. And like, I can see the passion for what they see in our shit. And they're like, dude, whatever I can do, like, let me do. like then I might consider it. But we have no problems, man. Running shit. You know what I'm saying? Because when you put too many egos, it's tough. You know what I'm saying?
There's too many heads bumping. Like, okay.
And me and AJ already bump heads a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Imagine fucking 5 other motherfuckers.
But the only reason why we bump heads is
because we're both Aries. Yeah, we ram each other a little bit, you know.
But but and also, like, okay, some people it does work. You know, look at fucking some of the most legendary Wu-Tang Clan. You know what I mean?
And they had some funky shit too.
Though. Riz is a genius.
Yeah. I bet you a lot of the songs they wasn't even at the studio at the same time. They're like, all right, so I got mess scheduled for 1.
Well, it's just like Still Moving, bro. Like Dizzy Wright, I don't know if y'all saw the interview, but he even said he's never been in the studio with Hopsin, only one time when he was in the label with them.
Yeah.
And they got a lot of songs together. So it's like,
that's how that shit goes. That's crazy.
That's how it is, bro.
I'm gonna just send you this song, write a verse to it, and you know, see what happens.
Half the time, it's not even the artist; it's probably the label manager or somebody like, "Oh, hey, Dizzy got a song for you." You know what I mean?
So, right.
That's not really chemistry, bro.
That's a little different than like Wu-Tang, though. Wu-Tang, you don't make classic records and perform like they do without like spending time with each other on a fucking regular
because
basis.
they was all homies. Like,
exactly.
They all
like most of that crew is from fucking Staten Island. You know what I'm saying?
Some of them are related, like their actual family.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, those are two.
Some people work
on the label for sure. It's different.
But for people like us, I just feel like, or just like, you know, it's just better to work one-on-one with somebody. If you're gonna collab with somebody, work one-on-one with that. You know what I mean? Just be like, listen, bro, I got this track. You know, I got an open verse for you. I'm gonna come through. I'm gonna play it for you. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then bam,
I'm gonna leave with your vocals, and we're gonna call that. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. No, that's definitely the way to go, I would say. And like you said RKB was fucking 5-6 deep at one point. Now it's down to 2.
Yeah. And you know what else too? And people gotta realize it's not just the artists in the group. It's the people around that artist, meeting those people. A lot of my people, because I got a lot of people I know, as y'all know. And these people that came to my group don't know all these people. So there's been times where they got into it with my people. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, like how do I separate the two without trying to join the side, you know? So it's hard, man. Group shit is hard.
They put you in the middle, and then you're like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, y'all niggas got beef, and I didn't even want y'all to have beef. Like,
yeah, bro, it would happen a lot, man.
And then you end up having, you know, Judas's in your crew and
facts,
people that really aren't looking out for your best interest, man.
Now you got somebody in your crew that's just hating on you. Now you're just like, oh shit, gotta watch back. Can't, you know?
You can't have subverted fucking, you know, crew, man, like people within your shit trying to break you up, or
but
like
that was back in
with your
the
main
day.
people,
right?
You know
I went through the same shit, so that was
you live and learn, bro. You learn from a lot of people.
Man. That's definitely true.
Learning this brain never stops till you die. So
well, let's talk about that a little bit, though. Let's talk about, you know, haters and, you know, dealing with them, whether they're in your group or whether they're just fucking some internet trolls. Or
I'm gonna light one for the haters.
Yeah, light one for the haters. That's something else we also have kind of some experience on. I've written my fair share of diss tracks. AJ has a diss track under his belt. Way2Gone, you guys got a classic one under your belt too. So
rest in peace, Rap Boys.
Real shit.
I didn't even want to release my shit. Yeah. It was just some random motherfucker hating on me.
Oh, never mind. I remember. Fuck him too.
What is he doing? Ain't nobody heard of him.
Nobody. Nothing.
So it's just like, there's random people that hate on you for no reason.
Sorry to interrupt, but every person that we've had problems with or did this song with or do now are irrelevant. So they're not doing nothing. They're not dropping nothing. So I don't see nobody sharing nothing.
Old as fuck, hating on motherfuckers.
Yeah. As far as haters go, fuck them all, man. Like AJ says.
I got a whole song.
Yeah. You got like fucking 25 verses on haters alone, bro.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I'm up there with you, bro.
So
I'm dealt with them. You gotta let them niggas know, because you know they listening.
Bro?
How do I deal with them? Oh, go ahead, AJ.
Oh no, go ahead. Listen, you have the floor, my brother.
First and foremost, to everybody watching, man, ignore them. If you don't know them, ignore them. That's probably one of the best things you can do. You know, it's kind of harder when you actually know them, or they used to be somewhat of a homie. Then it's a little different. It hits a little personal. You're like, okay, well, you did not keep that energy at all whenever I saw you, or you know, prior to me seeing you, but now you're on the internet saying it.
Right.
So you can either ignore it or call them out on some shit they you know they're capping. You know what I mean? Like, say some shit to expose them. But first, just try to ignore it, man, because none of that shit really matters, bro. Yeah. And the only people that really hate on you and actually take the time out to dislike your videos or to go comment some bullshit to either their day, that should just tell you a lot about who they are. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you really went out of your day to look me up and did this and did that and make a whole fake profile and fake, like, you know, fake account. Yeah. I mean, that's happened to me, bro. And I'm like, who the fuck are these people? Like, I can't even talk back to you because I don't even know who you are.
Right.
So I'm not even going to waste my energy, bro. But that's the best thing people could really do is just ignore them, man. Life is too short to be tripping off people that don't even like you compared to the people that really do like you, you know? So,
yeah,
I agree.
Fuck them.
Some of those tactics are fucking insane. Just making fake accounts and shit.
We had
a stint where a motherfucker had his whole family and his nieces and his nephews write a shit ton of bad reviews on our page.
Our page. And we have a bad rating on our page because it's multiple hate motherfuckers that we have never met. It's just this nigga told his people to be like, hey, go on this dude's page and troll.
And that should tell you.
Look, but it's crazy.
It tells you everything.
When you see these niggas in person, you're just like, really?
Yeah.
Be hiding.
I swear to God, bro. I swear. And then they try to act like that shit never happened. Like, oh, I wasn't talking shit about you, or blah blah blah, or they try to tell you some shit like, some shit. I had one motherfucker try to tell me, oh, you need to grow up, blah blah blah. Motherfucker, you started the shit. What are you talking about?
Hey, and the thing about haters too is they always act like victims, dog.
Oh, I swear to God.
They come at you first. And then like, throw a bunch of shade, and then you reply and say one bad thing. Oh, well, why the fuck, blah, blah. Like, what you mean, bro? You barked at me, bitch. I bit back. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, they'll say some shit like, oh, if I really don't bother you, then you shouldn't have responded. Motherfucker, you wanted me to respond. Like,
yeah, exactly. You want this attention. And that's when it goes back to just try to ignore them, you know? Yeah. Don't give them that satisfaction.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Here's what I think too. I 100% agree with everything you just said, bro. Because like, people have to understand, like, you ignoring that shit means it's like, all right, I don't know this person. There's no reason. It's gonna drain my energy.
You're not letting them win.
I also believe in, and especially being a rapper, it's a competition. It's a talk shit.
Stick up for yourself.
You know what I mean? Too, so keep it in the music, especially if it's a rapper that diss you. Like, made a whole fucking like this one of these stupid motherfuckers made a whole. I'm not even gonna mention these niggas, give them clout, but niggas know who they are. But they dropped like 4 diss tracks on us, and we're just like,
sounds familiar to me.
Nobody's gonna hear that shit. You know that, right? Yeah. And the only people that are gonna listen to that shit is your people. And they have no reason why
you're just wants to be like popcorn in the comments real quick.
They have no reason. They have no reason why they're hating on you. They're just like, oh, my peoples don't like you. I don't like you either. And that's cool.
It goes back to what you said, man.
Hating is stupid. So just keep it in the music. If it's a rapper, thrash that motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, but it goes back to what you always say. Like, they like you, but they don't like what you're doing, or you know, they're not
in the shoes.
No, they like what you're doing. They just don't like that it's you doing it, because you actually make good music. You can actually rap. People actually fucking like you.
You're making moves. You're getting shows.
So they're like, I don't like this nigga because he won't work with me.
Yeah, facts. That's how to say, bro. A lot of like we're kind of like a little bit, so we don't really like go out of our way to go fuck with people. Like, you have to be genuine to me, and then I'll be genuine to you. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not like that, then they're like, oh, he's a bitch. Like, even though you just saw me at a show and you shook my hand, but since I'm not conversating with you and taking you out to dinner,
I don't fuck with you because I know what type of nigga you are.
Exactly. Like, I don't. Well, that's not it. It's just like, I don't fuck with nobody unless I really fuck with them. Like, to me, to remember you and your name, we have to have a convo. And I might forget you then, but don't take it personal. It's just because we haven't really got that connection to really kick it. You know what I mean?
But by them taking it personal, that shows you what kind of person they are.
Exactly.
You feel me? So best way you can deal with that, especially if you're an artist, like Way2Gone said, ignore the shit.
Which is hard to do, but I try.
I feel you. It is.
Stay off fucking the book, bro.
No, stay off of Facebook. That shit is like, because niggas can type all day, but I said, when they see you face to face, it's a whole different story. They're like, like they try to keep a distance from you, but you know they're hating from a distance, bro. So when I go on stage and I know these niggas is in the crowd, I have bars in my music. I have bars in my music that addresses haters. So it's just like, I'm looking dead at them. They can't see me because of the glasses. I'm looking dead at their ass. Like, yeah, nigga, that line was for niggas like you. That line was for niggas like you. And it's just best, you know.
Yeah, man. That's what I do, bro. To anybody that I've had problems with, I guarantee you can find a sub or like a shot I took at them in a rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And only they know that it's toward them. So I like doing that too.
Right.
That's how to do it for sure. So let's wrap this up by talking about building a brand. I think that's something that we've all kind of done in this trio right here. We got the Rebel Underground Network. That's its own brand. And then, ALVMNII is its own thing. Way2Gone with the RKB. And then you got like a whole clothing thing where you've taken the Way2 and just put different phrases.
Smart shit. That's smart shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Way too universal, man.
Exactly. Way too universal. So talk to us about your experience, Way2Gone, building a brand, and then what you've done with your brand and kind of like what it means. What does your brand mean,
Well, it's Way2. For everyone who doesn't know, the brand is called Way2. And it's basically the reason why I liked it just to be Way2 is because anybody could relate to it in their own way. So, I started with shirts, Way Too Hot for the females. I even have kids shirts, Way Too Smart, you know what I mean? And Way Too High for the stoners, Way Too Dope for the hustlers, So it can mean anything you want it to mean and have it your own way. And I feel like that's why I keep saying Way Too Universal, because it's it can be anything. You can make fucking, like, I really want to make this shit big one day, man, whenever I get a chance to. But it has to start with clothing so people know where I'm trying to go with it. And then, it goes from there. You gotta have some type of brand. You got to build value to your name just so people can look at you and take you serious. You know what I mean? And that's why get your music on all platforms. Get a brand, even if it's just 10 shirts. At least you can take pictures with it and let people know, like, you're doing something. You're not just sitting around, not creating any ideas to make your brand pop. So it starts with the music, it starts with the clothes, and then you can venture on to more shit, So. Yeah,
that's true. Definitely. Yeah, no, I think the thing about a brand is people don't necessarily understand what a brand is. A brand isn't just a logo. You know what I'm saying? What does that logo represent? What do you represent? So if you're
the brand.
Yeah, exactly. So who are you? What do you represent?
Selling yourself.
Exactly. You're selling yourself. So like when we started, Rebel Underground, that word rebel, you know what I'm saying? That lends itself to conscious aspects of underground music. And then there you go. You get your underground, you know what I'm saying? Rebel Underground. And then we're a network, we collaborate, we showcase, and we share other underground that's not necessarily always conscious, but definitely if it is conscious, it gets highlighted within our network. If you check out our blog, most of our reviews are for guys like Mike Xavier or somebody I've done Christian hip hop and different genres of hip hop that led to a conscious message. So that's the thing. What do you represent? We represent, you know, a rebel attitude for underground artists, and we're here to collaborate together and share. Like, so your name, you know, your logo, yes, those are things that build your brand, but really is what do people know you for? You know what I'm saying? What are you showing them that you do?
Right.
So if you're an artist, establish that. If you, you know, like we see a lot of artists that attach themselves maybe to a movement, and then they become that type of rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like LBGTQ or something like that rapper. Or maybe you have, like, I would probably be labeled a conspiracy rapper. I'd be saying some hella shit in my music. So like I might have like a kind of a stay woke kind of mentality, a consciousness to my brand. And, you know, goes into the name coherent. It means logical speech.
Right.
I'm speaking to you. I'm teaching you some shit. You know, I'm a teacher myself. You know, that's my profession. Like, that's the brand I want to build. And even with alumni, we want to build that conscious, like, educated.
Well, yeah, the knowledge, brand.
Shit.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like all this definitely goes back to, especially for branding, and I spoke about this a couple episodes ago, your quality, man. Your quality is everything. You have a lot of people, like I said, you know, before, dropping songs that are just, you know, it sounds horrible, you know, like, do what you got to do, don't get me wrong, but you can't expect a brand like that to grow if the quality isn't a great product yet. You know what I mean? You could be spitting bars all day, but if that quality isn't mixed right, or
the music, man.
Yeah, if it isn't representing, if it isn't representing your brand, like you said earlier, coherent, that coherent means logic speech. I'm speaking to you logic, and that's in your music. So everything that's branded and represents you is gonna be a part of coherent. Right. You know what I mean? You might just have, he might just have a shirt that says knowledge, and it has this logo on the back. You know what I mean? Like, that's dope shit. You know, building that brand.
And that's another reason, bro, for you to get fans, bro. Because when people see you and they like your music, they're like, okay, like, oh shit, he has a clothing line. Okay, what else does he do? That gets them to actually follow you and really be interested in what are you doing. So
they start learning about you.
Yeah, because people, they like your music, but what do they do after they hear your music? What does he look like? Let me go see a video. You know, what is he doing? Like,
if they really like you, they're gonna.
How does he talk?
Yeah, how does he look? You know,
like, watch an interview. Yeah.
No, I agree. You have to, as a fan of music, you have to like the person behind the music, behind that brand.
Huge.
You have to like that person.
Yeah, because there's artists that I like, and I just don't like who they are.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You can make good music, but
or like Lil Yachty. I don't like Lil Yachty's music, but I fuck with Lil Yachty. He's hard.
I'm with that too. I like Lil Yachty as a person. I want to hang out and chill with that dude.
I want him in the studio session.
Yeah, but I don't fuck with dude's music like that. But that's a good example of, like, I like you as a person. I rock with you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But it also goes, there's some dope ass artists out there that we just don't fuck with because we don't like them. Another perfect example of Dax. Dax. Fucking amazing fucking rapper.
Dude could spit. I just can't take him serious.
I've heard too many fucking bad things about this guy.
I've seen this
fucking people over and him being an asshole to people. And
that's crazy. Jazz was just putting me on to him like 2 weeks ago. Like, oh, he's hard. I'm like, yeah, he's okay. He's a little fucking weird though, but that's cool. That's strange music. So you know,
he's not strange music.
Oh, he's not. Okay.
Hell no. On tour with them though.
Tech Nine will not sign that motherfucker. If he does, I'm not a fan no more. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, he can rap, but I just don't fuck with his music because I've just heard too many bad things about him from people that I respect.
Bro, and then that's a big part, man. Your character is a big part of your music.
He uses it and puts it in his music like, haha, like, what are you going to do about it? I fucked this person over. I fucked this person over. So he plays off of that character.
It's hilarious. There's literally a video.
He says it's hilarious.
There's literally a video of this guy getting pressed.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, getting pressed. Like, I want you to fucking apologize right now for the shit that you said in this song.
Getting pressed?
Yeah. I think by Tory Lanez.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Little short-ass Tory Lanez. Yeah.
He's always punking somebody.
He got pressed by him and made him apologize and shit.
Damn.
And I'm just like, dude.
That's what he gets. I don't feel bad for that.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you can tell the difference between. That's not somebody I would want to work with.
Right.
You know what I mean? You could just tell, like,
even if you had the money and you're like, should I get a feature? Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't even care because you got a bad reputation now.
It's
you
just
got
like
a bad name. So
it's
that's
just like I don't know if y'all heard that song that Mercury's made about Sean Kingston.
Yeah, that shit's hilarious.
Listen to that shit.
It's like, damn, this motherfucker robbed Mercury's. Well, he didn't rob him, but he stole from him. It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
And once Mercury's gets big, sorry, that karma will come around.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. People get theirs. When's the last time you heard about?
Huge.
When's the last time you heard about Sean Kingston? Like, let's really be honest.
Only getting socked on by the Migos in 2017. That's
what I'm saying. That's it. This nigga getting in fights.
Oh, and his chain got taken by the game.
He ain't making no music moves. He ain't making no money. So
he spent all his money on the girl he was sprung for, bro.
Look, yeah, they'll have you suicidal looking ass. Because it's all bad. But there's artists like that have popped, right? But now they're in a fucked up situation, and now their brand is tarnished. Their reputation
they
is
didn't
bad.
manage their brand well enough. Yeah,
you have to respect the person behind the music. You have to know who they are. You know, if you fuck with somebody, definitely watch interviews and shit. Get to study these motherfuckers. You know
that's not just in music. That goes for comedians. That goes for fucking any art form.
Athletes,
any entertainment. You know,
any person I look up to, man, I follow them. You know what I mean? Like if they can inspire me to do something better, I'm gonna follow you because you know I don't care who you are, how big or how small, how old, how young. If you inspire me, bro, I respect that. I'm gonna follow you. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's all there is.
Hell yeah,
for sure.
Well, for my spitting game today, I wanted to say some shit. I wanted to talk about, because it was brought up to me recently, overthinking, especially as an artist, because we got so much shit we sit on. A lot of us are perfectionists. We want our shit to sound great, but what we don't realize is we could be sitting on our best song and not even know it. Like, you could have a song that you don't necessarily, like, that's not your favorite, that you made yourself, but it could be somebody else's favorite song.
Yeah, facts.
And just by you putting that shit out, okay, so obviously, everybody knows me personally. This was some dope shit. So I went on Ritz's live, and I talked to the dude for like 15 minutes, man, and it was pretty dope. But one thing he said that, you know, really, really stood out, besides, you know, because we was talking about sobriety and addiction and shit, but one of the things he said, because I was like, oh, yo, yeah, man, I make music too. You know, I feel like if you heard my music, you'd want to work for sure. So, you know, one day, you know, we're going to work, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then he basically was like, you know, hey, man, don't worry about that. As long as you keep, you know, he was like, you shouldn't even worry about what any other artist think. Just boom, boom, boom. Just push that shit out because eventually, you know, you never know what's going to happen. So I took that, you know, that goes with the overthinking. I feel like we overthink. And that's me overthinking. Like, oh, I hope my favorite rapper likes my music type shit. Like, you know, or one of my favorite rappers like my music, you know. So that's me overthinking.
Well, we all want that.
But in reality, I should be like, hey, man, I'm going to put all this music out and somebody going to fuck with it. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
So
it's like Russ said, bro. Russ said the similar shit you kind of said. Like, don't sit on a song, man. If you just let it out. The world might want to hear it before you want to put it out, but
like you, Way2Gone. What's your most popular song on Spotify?
Right now, man. Let me pull it up if you don't mind, real quick.
No, it's what is it? It starts with an S or something like that.
Lick.
No, not Lick. Which song has the most plays?
Oh, you're talking about Selfish. Yeah.
Yeah, Selfish. Is that your favorite song, bro?
Hell no.
Exactly.
Look,
somebody
just reached 10K with this one.
Oh, nice, shit. Bro. There we go.
Yeah, so that's one of my favorite songs.
Look, exactly. You pushed that shit. You didn't push Selfish, but somebody else behind the scenes loved this fucking song, put it in their playlist, and it helped you out. So that's what I'm saying. Like, release your shit, man. Even if it's not
Don't,
your favorite song, it is part of an album, so obviously you like the song, but you weren't trying to fucking push that shit.
I didn't think it. Out of the most sentimental song that's kind of to the females, I didn't think that one would get, you know, big.
Right.
And here's the thing too, like, you know, like I said before, a lot of us are perfectionists, and I have the same problem. I have so much shit that I'm just sitting on that I'm overthinking, that I just need to, you know what, let me just go ham and just drop the shit. So I never know. I could be sitting on somebody's favorite song. It don't gotta be my favorite song. Right. But if I don't overthink it, I can get more shit done. So, you know, I got to work with it too. So for anybody listening, even if y'all deal with it too, just we got to work on not overthinking and just fucking boom.
I think that's the biggest challenge for an artist, bro, is being impatient and overthinking.
Yeah.
Especially for me. You know, I'm very impatient.
Double-edged sword right there.
When I send somebody a song or pay somebody to do a cover, I'm constantly just sitting there looking at the phone like, all right, is it done? Is it done? You know? But you don't want to rush it. But like I said, impatient and overthinking, man. Just let it go. Like, let that shit flow to you.
It'll all work itself out.
Yeah.
You know, because I mix and I master, I overstress about a lot of mixes. I overthink a lot of mixes. I'm like, fuck, something's missing, and I'm like, you know what? And then I send it to somebody, and they're like, or if I send it to Jesse, and he'll be like, well, it sounds pretty fucking good, bro. And I'm just like, all right, fuck it, let's do it then.
Yeah.
But I'm overthinking, like, it could sound better, but
when I say it doesn't sound good, he's like, fuck, man.
Yeah. I'm like, because I go through like fucking 5-10 different roughs before the song's even like fully, you know what I mean?
Yeah, mixing is a whole nother game, man.
Oh man, it's but if I stop overthinking and I just, you know, focused on it sounding good as a whole song,
right,
boom, putting in work. Let's go.
And then back to what you were saying about letting your music go. And I feel like, because I used to do this too, I would make a really dope song I like, and I would keep it buried, you know. And
wait till I drop this motherfucker.
Like, now I'm learning that's not really smart, because, you know, you can have a dope song, release it as soon as you can, because it could be irrelevant to that time you were making the song, you know. And like Lick, I made that shit 2017. I just released it not even 6 months ago.
Fear too. Right. I remember when you were
that one too.
I remember hearing that in the studio with JY.
Yeah.
And
shit, I'm about to re-release Like a Harley, like I'm about to drop all kinds of shit that
man.
You made a long time ago,
yeah.
But you had to. You have to, man.
Only because it might relate to somebody else. Like back in that, like when I made like a Harley and shit, I was just trying shit, bro, and that's how that shit came out. Like it came out like, oh shit.
Well, you were like you were a young kid. Some young kid will like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's little shit like that.
And how I look at music too, bro, it's like every song is like an episode of my life. You know what I mean? Like an album is a movie, mixtape is like a little prequel to the movie. Right. So, I mean, I hope other fans and people look at it like that too, because that's what makes the artist dope. Like constant content, knowing what are they doing, like how are they sounding now? Oh, he's rapping or he's singing. So,
and that's what tells your story as an artist. Every album, every project, every fucking interview, this shit right here. This is what makes goes back to the brand. You know what I mean? Don't overthink it, because you can build your brand up. You know, if you're a real motherfucking artist and you love this music, everybody gonna see that shit, and eventually you gonna get to where you got to go. You know what I mean? You gonna make your moves as long as you pay your dues.
Don't happen overnight.
I'll spend bars, spend bars. You're gonna make a move.
Oh yeah. Well, I think with that, guys, I think that wraps up this podcast. Thank you, Way2Gone, for coming on and having a chat with us. Yeah, man. So just one more time, shout them out. Where can they find you? And tell them something to go check out.
Social media, everything, albums. We want to hear it all. Get them.
Way2Gone, man. Basically on every social media platform, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. I go by Way2Vid. Subscribe to me. We're dropping a project hopefully by next month, and then after that we're dropping another project the month after. But yeah, and get your t-shirts, Way2 t-shirts. I'm gonna be making more hopefully in the next I want to say the end of summer when the money's right and the time's right.
That's the next part of your brand, man.
Yeah.
Get a website where you can kind of sell some of that. Yep.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that too. We'll get that shit going. Eventually, we'll get it going. But yeah, man, thank you to you guys, man.
Yep.
This podcast is dope. I watched a couple of your episodes. I need to catch up on the other ones, but keep doing what you're doing, man. City fucks each other.
You too, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
All
we
day.
definitely appreciate you, and we'll catch you later for sure.
And let's get these collabs in, brother.
Yeah. Hey, man. So this pandemic's starting to end. I think it's starting to time, man. I'm gonna have people.
Well, we might see fucking phase 2 of phase 2.
Oh yeah, we gotta see what happens.
But hey, hip hop don't stop, bro. I've been more productive in quarantine than I have, when it wasn't. So we're gonna get it.
It'll happen. Regardless. We could hop on this shit and fucking write a song, shit. Dog.
Yeah, no, I just introduced Way2Gone to this. Utilize this, man. This is a cool ass platform to do.
First time ever, man. So hopefully the many.
Oh yeah.
All right, take us out, Jesse.
Episode 5. This was the rundown. Peace to everybody. Please subscribe to our channel. Check out Way2Gone. Check out ALVMNII. Drink some Hennessy. We're out.